Okay, let's kick things off. If your browser um, feels like a total digital war zone right now, tabs everywhere, bookmarks vanish, just that constant feeling of drowning in info, well, you're definitely not alone.
Yeah, that digital overwhelm is, it's a real thing. We all seem to collect so much digital stuff, and it stops being helpful and just gets in the way, right?
Totally. It stops you finding what you actually need. So today we're doing a deep dive. We're looking at a tool that could be your secret weapon against that chaos, the TheTab.Ninja.
Right?
This isn't just, another Chrome extension. The promise here is transforming that messy browser into your own personal, organized command center.
A command center. I like that description.
So our mission today is to really unpack what the TheTab.Ninja is, look at its strong points, its advantages. We'll dig into the features.
Go back the layers a bit.
Exactly. And crucially, walk through setting up that GitHub sync feature. It sounds techy, but it's key to putting you in charge of your data.
It really is revolutionary for this kind of tool.
And then, yeah, we'll see how it compares to, the other options out there. Why might it be a better choice?
And just so everyone knows, we're basing this on a close look at the TheTab.Ninja, a superior tab management solution, and also that really detailed combined guide.txt. They give a pretty complete picture.
Great. So first things first, what is the TheTab.Ninja really? What's the idea behind it?
Okay, so at its core, it's a Chrome browser extension. What it does is it replaces your normal, boring, new tab page.
The one that's usually just blank or has a search bar.
Exactly that one. Instead, the TheTab.Ninja puts in this dynamic personal dashboard. It's designed to be your central hub, basically, for organizing, managing, finding all your important stuff quickly.
A command center, like you said.
Precisely, a command center for your digital life.
Okay, command center sounds good, but there are loads of extensions out there. Why should someone actually, install this one? What makes it stand out?
Good question. Its real power comes from a few core ideas which translate into real benefits for you. First off, full control.
Full control. Meaning?
Meaning you decide exactly how your start page looks and works. It's not some rigid pre-made thing. It's genuinely your space. You can tweak it to fit how you work.
That personalization is definitely attractive. But my big hang-up with extensions is always privacy. What about my data?
And that's where it gets really interesting. That's its second massive advantage. Privacy first.
Yeah.
Unlike, well, pretty much everything else out there, all your data, your saved links, your settings, all of it, it syncs using your own GitHub account.
My own GitHub, not their servers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No external servers, no third-party data collection happening behind the scenes. Your information is 100% yours. It stays private.
Well, okay. That's huge. So my carefully curated lists aren't sitting somewhere where they could be, I don't know, analyzed or leaked.
Precisely. That kind of data ownership is incredibly rare. It gives you real peace of mind. It shifts the power back to you, the user.
That is a major selling point. What else?
Well, then there's efficiency. Because everything's centralized, your bookmarks, your open tabs, and the search is good, you just save time.
Less hunting around.
Way less hunting. No more digging through messy bookmark folders or losing track of which tab was which. It smooths out those little daily digital frictions.
I noticed something about collaboration, too. Can you share stuff?
You can, yeah. That's a pretty unique collaboration feature. Because the data lives in your GitHub repository, you can actually share entire collections of links just by sharing access to that repository.
Oh, interesting. So for, like, a team project?
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe a reading list for a study group.
Yeah.
You could easily share curated resources. And the last big thing is that it's open source. Meaning it's totally transparent. You can literally go look at the code and see how it works. And the development is community-driven, which usually means it gets better over time and you can trust it more.
Okay, that's a really solid foundation. Control, privacy, efficiency, collaboration, transparency. Let's get into the nuts and bolts now. How does it actually look and feel when you open that new tab?
Right, so when you hit New Tab, you get this pretty intuitive three-part layout. Think of it like a cockpit, maybe.
Okay.
On the left, you've got your workspaces, they call them spaces, and your settings access, the main big area in the middle. That's where your collections, your saved links live.
Right, the main content.
Yeah. And then the right pane gives you a live look at all your currently open Chrome tabs in Windows.
Oh, so you can see everything that's running.
Yep. And there's a little menu icon, like 3 lines you can click to hide the side panels if you want a wider view of your collections.
Nice. So it's functional, clearly.
Mm.
But can I make it look nice? personalize the visuals?
Oh, definitely. That's part of the full control thing. You can upload your own background images, up to 5 custom JPEGs or PNGs.
Oh, cool.
Or pick from some they provide. And you can easily switch between a light theme and a dark theme. Plus, you arrange your collections however you want them.
I do like a custom background. What about focus? Sometimes you just need less stuff on the screen.
They've thought of that too. There's something called Zen mode.
Zen mode.
Yeah, you flick it on, and the whole display goes super minimal, just a clock and a search bar. Your collections are still there, but they only show up if you scroll down or start typing in the search.
Ah, so it gets out of your way but doesn't actually disappear?
Exactly. It's like strategic minimalism. You get focus, but your command center is still right there just under the surface.
That's clever. And what about like adding bookmarks, editing them? Is that interface smooth?
Yeah, they've clearly put effort into the user experience there.
Yeah.
It feels modern, responsive. You get things like validation to make sure links are okay, loading indicators.
Little details that make a difference.
Right. And it works well in dark mode, too. Plus, handy shortcuts like Cradle plus enter command plus enter to quick save and escape to cancel makes managing links much faster.
Okay, let's talk organizing the links themselves. They use this term collections. How is that different from just, bookmarks?
Think of collections as structured, permanent folders for your links, but maybe more powerful than just folders. They're designed to replace those huge, messy, unsorted bookmark lists we all end up with.
So for projects, topics.
Exactly. Perfect for specific projects, research topics, hobbies, whatever. It brings real structure.
How easy is it to use them? Adding links, for instance.
Super easy. There's a big green Add Collection button to make a new one.
Yeah.
Then adding bookmarks, you can click the little plus icon in the header of a collection.
Okay, the manual way.
Or, and this is really slick, you can just drag and drop an open tab from that right-hand pane showing your live tabs.
Wait, really? Drag it from the tab list?
Yep. Straight into the collection you want it in. It's incredibly intuitive.
That sounds like a massive time saver. What about managing the collections themselves?
Yeah, you get good controls there, too. When you hover over a collection, icons pop up. There's a rocket icon.
A rock?
Yeah, that's Launches Group. Click that, and it opens all the bookmarks in that collection together in a new Chrome tab group. Super handy for jumping back into a project.
Oh, I like that. Resuming sessions easily.
Exactly. Then there's the plus icon to add another bookmark, a pencil to edit the collection name, a tag to manage which spaces it belongs to.
We'll get to spaces in a sec.
Right. And of course, a trash can to delete the collection.
Okay, so spaces, you mentioned them. What are they? How do they fit in?
Spaces are basically a higher level of organization. They let you categorize your collections into different contexts or workspaces.
Like work, personal, side project?
Exactly like that. Work, personal, studies, whatever makes sense for you. They let you filter your view so you only see the collections relevant to what you're doing right now.
Ah, so it helps declutter the main view. If I switch to my workspace, my recipes collection vanishes.
Precisely. You create spaces over in that left pane under the Spaces tab, then you link collections to them using that tag icon on the collection. Okay. And here's a little pro tip. If you have your collection sorting set to user-defined, meaning manual drag and drop, you can actually drag a collection by its handle, those 3 little lines, straight onto a space name in the left pane.
Oh, neat. Quick linking.
Yeah, makes organizing pretty fast.
Are there other ways to sort collections besides just dragging them around?
Yep. In settings, besides user-defined position, you can sort automatically by name, AZ or ZA, or by last modified, newest first or oldest first.
Good options.
Just remember, if you pick an automatic sort, you can't manually drag them anymore. It keeps the order consistent based on the rule you chose.
Makes sense. Now, that drag and drop for saving tabs is great, but what about dealing with all the tabs I already have open? That right pane.
Yes, the right pane. It's honestly a lifesaver for anyone like me who ends up with like 50 tabs open.
Guilty as charged.
It gives you that real-time list of everything open across all your Chrome windows. It's a fantastic tool just for getting a handle on things and cleaning up.
So how does it help me save those open tabs efficiently?
Well, like we said, you can drag a single tab over into an existing collection. That's easy.
Right.
But the real power move is this. You can grab an entire tab group title from the top of Chrome, or even the title bar of a whole Chrome window.
The whole window?
Yeah. Drag that title bar over to an empty spot in the main area of the TheTab.Ninja, and boom, It automatically creates a brand new collection for you with all the tabs from that window or group saved inside it.
Whoa, okay, that's a serious feature. So a massive research session, just drag the window title and it's saved and organized.
Instantly. And then there's a setting called Close Chrome tabs when saved. You turn that on.
Let me guess, it closes them after you save them.
Exactly. Saves the tabs into a collection, then automatically closes them in your browser, keeps things tidy, frees up resources. It's brilliant for productivity.
Okay, with all this organizing power, finding stuff later is key. How good is the search? Is it just basic keyword search?
No, it's actually pretty powerful. The search bar is designed to be, your go-to tool. It does basic keyword search, of course, but you can use special commands for more precision.
Like what?
Okay, so if you type #work, for example, it searches only within your collection names containing work.
Ah, scoop control.
Right. You use %report, it does a global search, looks in collection names, and the actual bookmark titles and URLs inside them.
Okay. Wire search?
Yep. You can do RR searches too, like term 2 finds items with either term. And then there are quick external searches. Query will do a Google search for query in a new tab. And Query sends queries straight to ChatGPT in a new tab.
Okay, those are definitely power user features. Very cool. What about mobile? Does any of this work on a phone?
Actually, yes. That's relatively new. They've added full mobile support. So the design adapts, it's touch-friendly, uses icons more to save space.
So you can access your collections on the go.
Yeah. And for Android users, you can actually install it in certain browsers like Kiwi or Lemur using the Chrome Web Store version. So you can get that same organized dashboard on your phone.
That's great for continuity. Okay, features covered. Let's circle back to what you call the revolutionary part, that GitHub sync.
Yeah.
Why is syncing to my own GitHub such a big deal?
It really is the killer feature, the main differentiator. The benefit is crystal clear. Total data ownership and privacy.
Say more about that.
All your stuff, collections, settings, everything gets saved and synced to your personal GitHub repository. A repository is just like a dedicated online folder, but with version tracking.
Okay.
This means no external company servers are holding your potentially sensitive browsing data. There's no vendor lock-in. If you stopped using the TheTab.Ninja, your data is still there in a readable format. You're not trapped.
Unlike proprietary systems where your data might be useless elsewhere.
Exactly. And it means the developers aren't collecting or analyzing your data. You have complete, undeniable control. It fundamentally changes the trust equation with a browser extension.
That sounds incredibly valuable. So how do I set it up? You said it sounds techy.
It has a few steps, but it's definitely achievable and totally worth it for the privacy. First step, you obviously need a GitHub account. If you don't have one, just head to github.com and sign up. It's free.
Okay, assume I have a GitHub account. What's step 2?
Step 2 is creating a new dedicated repository just for the Tab.Ninja. On GitHub, you go to New Repository, give it that name, something like Tab.Ninja Data or whatever you prefer.
Right.
You can choose public or private. Definitely choose private for this. And here's the crucial bit. Make sure you check the box that says Add a read.me file.
Why is that important?
Because the sync mechanism needs the repository to exist and not be completely empty when it first tries to connect. Adding that simple file avoids a common setup headache.
Got it. Add a read.m file. Okay, repo created. Now, how does the Tab.Ninja actually connect to it?
That's step 3, creating a fine-grained personal access token, or PAT. This is like a secure password specifically for the Tab.Ninja to access only that one repository.
Okay, where do I find that?
On GitHub, you go to your profile picture, settings, developer settings, personal access tokens, fine-grained tokens. Then click Generate New Token.
That's a few clicks deep.
It is, but it's for security. When generating it, you need to tell it which repository it's for. Select only the Tab.Ninja data one you just made.
Right, limit the scope.
Exactly. For expiration, choose no expiration, so the sync keeps working. And then this is the most detailed part. You need to grant specific permissions. Under repository permissions, you need to give it read and write access to several things like contents, metadata, commit statuses, pull requests, basically everything it needs to manage this data file within that repo.
Okay, that sounds like something you need to follow carefully. Maybe check their guide.
Definitely check the guide or documentation for the exact list. Getting those permissions right is key. You're essentially giving it the keys, but only to that one specific room in your house.
Good analogy.
And here's the critical reminder. When GitHub generates that token, copy it immediately and save it somewhere safe, like a password manager. They only show it to you once. Lose it, and you have to start over and make a new one.
Okay, copied and saved securely. Phew. Now, finally, how do I tell the Tab.Ninja about this token, Enrico?
Easy part. Go back into the TheTab.Ninja's settings in that left pane. You'll see fields for your GitHub username, the repository name you created, AG, Tab.Ninja data, and a place to paste that personal access token you just saved.
Fill those in, save, and magic.
Pretty much. Once it's configured, you'll see a sync button looks like a refresh icon appear in the top bar. Syncing isn't automatic. You click that button to push your local changes up to GitHub or pull down the latest version from GitHub.
Manual synced, interesting. Gives you control.
Exactly. And if you hit snags, remember those common issues. Incorrect path permissions or forgetting to initialize the repository with that reavni file.
Okay, that seems doable with careful steps. Now the big question, why bother? There are tools like Toby, Momentum, Workona, OneTab. What makes the Tab.Ninja superior?
Right, the competitive landscape. This is where that GitHub sync and the overall philosophy really make the Tab.Ninja stand out. Many competitors solve part of the problem, but often make you trade off privacy or flexibility. The Tab.Ninja aims for a holistic solution without those compromises.
Let's do some direct comparisons then. Privacy first versus, say, Toby or Momentum.
Okay, privacy and data ownership. This is the knockout punch. Compared to Toby, Momentum, Workona, they all store your data on their commercial servers. The Tab.Ninja uses your own GitHub.
We covered that, but spell out the implications.
It means 100% data ownership for you. No third-party access. No risk of them getting breached and losing your data. No chance they'll start monetizing your data later. No risk the service just shuts down and your carefully organized setup disappears. Plus, your data is a simple readable .json file in your repo zero vendor lock-in. You can take it anywhere. That's fundamentally different.
Huge difference. What about customization and transparency versus, say, Toby or Momentum?
Again, deep customization and openness. The Tab.Ninja offers way more Zen mode, backgrounds, layout tweaks, sorting options. It's highly adaptable. And being 100% open source means total transparency. You know exactly what the code is doing. Competitors are often black boxes.
Momentum is popular for its look, the inspirational quotes. How does the Tab.Ninja compare on that front? It sounds more functional.
It's definitely function over fluff. Momentum's goal is inspiration, making your new tab look nice. The Tab.Ninja's goal is productivity, making you work better.
So different philosophies.
Completely. Momentum gives you a basic link list. The Tab.Ninja gives you structured sends, collections, spaces, powerful search operators, tab group launching. It's a proper tool. And if you want that calm feeling, use Zen mode. But all your power tools are still just a scroll away. You don't lose functionality for aesthetics.
What about something heavier, like Workona? That seems aimed at professionals.
Workona is powerful, yes, but it can also feel quite complex, heavy on resources, and has a definite learning curve. The Tab.Ninja aims to be lightweight and no lock-in. It's designed to be fast and intuitive. And again, that open JSON data format means you're never locked into their ecosystem, which is a risk with proprietary platforms like Workona. Plus, the Tab.Ninja is free and open source, unlike the freemium or subscription models many others use.
Okay, and lastly, what about OneTab? Lots of people use that just to quickly save tabs.
OneTab is simple, sure, but it's more like a temporary holding pen, a digital junk drawer. The Tab.Ninja provides organization and robustness. You get permanent, named collections and spaces for proper structure, not just one long, unstructured list.
And the data safety.
Crucially, yes. The Tab.Ninja's data, synced to GitHub, is secure and versioned. It's robust. OneTab sessions are notoriously vulnerable browser crash, and poof, they can be gone. The Tab.Ninja helps you build lasting organization, not just reactively stash tabs.
That's a very clear breakdown. So, bringing it all together, how does this actually change things for someone day to day? Give us a couple of real-world examples.
Okay, scenario 1. Organizing your everyday links. Instead of that messy bookmark bar, you create collections like work tools, news sites, Project Apollo, weekend reading. Then you assign them to spaces, maybe work and personal.
Right.
Now, when you're working, you click the workspace. Instantly, only your work-related collections are visible. No distractions from personal stuff. Switch to personal. And your work stuff hides. It's seamless context switching, reduces mental clutter.
That sounds genuinely useful. My bookmark bar is a nightmare. What's another one?
Scenario 2. Taming those huge research sessions. Yet you end up with 30 tabs open, researching something complex.
All the time.
Instead of leaving them open, killing your RAM, or bookmarking one by one, you just drag the window title bar over to the Tab.Ninja. Instantly, it creates a research session date collection with all 30 tabs. If you have auto-close enabled, your browser cleans itself up the next day or whenever you want to resume. Find that collection, click the rocket icon. All 30 tabs reopen instantly in a neat tab group. You're right back where you were, zero friction.
That actually sounds transformative for deep work.
It really can be. So yeah, it's way more than just a prettier new tab page. It's
Yeah.
about fundamentally changing how you manage and access your digital world.
It feels like it's giving you back agency almost.
That's a great way to put it. It's your personal, private, adaptable command center for the web,
Yeah.
empowering you to own and use your digital knowledge effectively.
Wow. Well, that was certainly a deep dive. We've explored a lot about the TheTab.Ninja today. It really does seem to hit those key points: control, privacy, efficiency, things we all grapple with online.
Yeah, it offers a practical way to push back against that feeling of being overwhelmed by digital information, a path to regain control.
So for everyone listening, maybe take a moment to think, what's the real cost of information overload in your day? How much mental energy goes into just managing tabs and bookmarks?
It's often more than we realize.
Exactly. So what part of your digital routine could be completely changed by getting that control back? Using a tool like the TheTab.Ninja that prioritizes your privacy. Imagine the focus, the productivity boost from having that truly personal, truly private command center right there every time you open a new tab. Something to think about.